Hello and welcome to Tabletop Tactics, where I'm going to be using my tabletop and some Hot Wheels cars to show you how to better improve your positioning in Rocket League, and hopefully this will get you climbing up the ranks. So here we have the goal line defender, and this is going to be the main focus of this tutorial. So it's orange team in defense, blue team are on attack. This is the player with the ball, and this is very close to the goal. They'll probably be further out, but for the sake of the argument, they are on this side of the pitch. So they are well over to that side of the pitch. This means that this post here is your back post or your far post, and this here is your front post or near post. Okay, and I'll just show you a shot from in-game now, and that should hopefully help you picture where we are. So we've got all the boost pads in the goal, the 100 boost pad here in the corner, and this is your defensive player. Now, obviously he will have got back before this play has progressed, and it's what he does when he's getting back that defines how easy it is for him to defend. Now, what we see a lot is we see a lot of players driving through the middle, collecting these boost pads, doing a little drift turn and ending up in the middle of the goal like this. The problem with this is, firstly, you've lost a lot of momentum initially to get into that position, so it's going to be very hard for you to accelerate if a shot comes in quickly. Secondly, you have blind spots, so this area of the goal over here, the back post, is not defended. And thirdly, if they hit it onto the backboard anywhere, you have to fly directly up, and it's very tough to fly directly up and intercept a ball because it's a short area of interception. So first thing, try not to enter the goal through the middle. Now the one rule I'm going to be teaching you in this is enter via the back post. Now, the way I taught this to a lot of players that I've coached before is, imagine there is a gate. So this is your back post gate. This is an imaginary marker. Imagine it's a beam of light going right up to the top of the ceiling. Now, in order for your player to get into a good position, they must enter the goal via this gate, and it's a very thin gate. You go very tight to your back post, and once you've entered via this back post, you are sat in a very good position. I'll explain why this position here is incredibly powerful. So to start with, you have pretty much the whole net covered. The hardest part to cover is the far post. Now, in theory, once you get into this position, you can see whether you need to protect that far post based off of what your opposition is doing. So that arguably is not protected, but it will be protected with time based off of what you do. Now, I'll just show you the main reason why the back post is so important. So you've positioned yourself here. Like, it doesn't matter which way your car is oriented because you've probably got ball cam on. Now, the ball is over here, so the midline of the ball is something like this. Now, if we get our FOV from a player's point of view, and assuming it's fairly low, about 90, then they're probably going to be able to see their own corner, all of that side of the pitch, through to about the midfield. And because they've entered from the back post here, they know that nothing was over here because they've just come from that position. And it's also quite safe because if the ball comes across, then this is a safe zone because this is not where your opposition are. So they are sitting in a very strong position. They can see everything, they can cover most of the net, and assuming you've come from this corner, you've probably got boost, and if you don't have boost, then you'll be able to pick up a few small boost pads either from the midfield here, or you might have come back through the mid, taken a few of the small pads and entered via the gate. Right, so here we have Leftovers versus Northern Gaming in week 1 of the RLCS, and you can see right here a perfect example of Siki entering via the back post. This is why Siki is such a good defensive player, because you see he started across the other side of the pitch, recognised that his teammates were dealing with the situation, and went across the other side of the pitch. At this point here, you can see his vision. He knows where the ball is going. He knows where Devo and Maestro both are. And he knows that Remco is probably just to his right, which we can have a little look now. This is where Remco was. And he knows that he's got the opportunity to come out and push on this ball. So we'll go back to Siki's point of view, to which he flies up, hits it away, and he could see upfield, so he knew he could get a strong clear from there. now that you've seen that, you'll probably notice that a lot of players as well will enter via this back post but continue moving because everyone likes to keep their momentum. And what a lot of players will do, especially if they're getting close to that corner, is they'll push across beyond that back post and find themselves stuck at the far post, and then they'll have to either back up or do a little drift turn and then do near post defending. Now, near post defending isn't as good because there's an obvious blind spot, which is the wall up here on your near post, and that'll be very easy to shoot for an incoming player. But the reason why that happens is just because people get very agitated at sitting at this back post. Now, I'm not saying stay at the back post forever, because if you stay at the back post forever, they will eventually find that near post slot just here. But by starting in that back post, evaluating what's in front of you with your increased vision, and based off of that moving forward, you can then attack the ball and stop most options that are possible. So enter via that gate, look, see what's happening, aggress. If you need to waste time because your teammates are slowly returning, do that. If you can attack quickly because your teammates are coming in fast, then you can take away their easy option of shooting early on, and your teammate can cover behind if they flick it over you. And outside of that, it should be fairly simple. I'll be answering questions in the comments below, and I'll be continuing this series with other theoretical things, but back post positioning is a key to any top player defending their goal line well. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and like I said, questions in the comments. Thank you very much.